I want to show some of this map again. I am almost there. It is not. This is wrong, depending on this map here. But I'm gonna come back and fix this fucking piece. Everything else here seems to work. Uh, we'll see. It takes a little more time. Um, what is it? Homer Simpson says, "How come my table doesn't look like that? Was it the table or was he making a shelf? He was trying to make something. Either he was making it for Bart Simpson or he was making it for his wife or Lisa. And he was like, how come my thing doesn't look like that? So we're going to try to get to that point. So happy Mario Day. Mario is if you want to say how old he is now, 38. Would that be correct? 38 years old. So we're going to be playing a couple of games. The third game, I probably will not do a gameplay of that. I'll just show you how it works. And if you want to see more of that third game, I will do a long play session of it. But the third game, the third Mario game for tonight is a board game. But I'm just going to show you how it works rather than bore you. Now, let's see if we can extend it a little bit. I'm going to play around with this a little bit. Let's see if I can. I may have to bring this over. I may have to. This is the thing about adjusting things. Okay, I think that's good enough. It's not easy to do this. Now, I have some sad news. There's no sound. Now, what has happened to the sound is I increased the sound to, to hear things. I use this actually to watch YouTube videos. So there's my YouTube app, and I would use this to watch movies and shows. I don't have an HD TV. I have actually analog cathode ray tube TV. So I don't have a actual flat screen TV. I'm going to save up for my birthday and see if I can just get one so I can connect YouTube to that instead of worrying about this. Because of that, because I carelessly used YouTube for a long time, maybe about a month or so, the sound is not working unless I put in the headphones. So I'm not going to put in headphones for this because if I'm streaming, if you're not going to hear it, I'm not going to hear it. So I'm going to play this as deaf as I can. Um, if anybody has had this problem, the one person who's watching, if you had, hey, Dreamcast 84, I was talking about that the sound is not working on this thing. Um, I had used YouTube to watch movies and stuff and some of your stuff, and now the sound is fucked unless I put in headphones. I see a couple of people with problems like this, but it was more like they had the settings that way. But now the audio is not coming out of here unless I put in headphones. So, fuck shit. So, you're not going to hear it. You're just going to see me. I mean, I guess it's fine because you're just going to hear me talk shit anyway. It's not going to matter one way or the other. Let's see if we can, hopefully. So, you have to, it's I think it's permanent technical difficulties. It's permanently fucked. So I'm going to do two games and then I'll show a little bit of the board game. And actually, the very first like 5 or 10 videos on my channel has this. I'm waiting. Super Mario Odyssey. Oh, look, new special outfits. I don't like any of these, actually. I'll just skip that. So I'll do about maybe 30 to 45 minutes of this. I'm not going to go too long. That one looks all right. There's all kinds of outfits. Oh, yeah. It's one that's based on the one that I did on my channel. I used the 3DS to actually record that one. So if you see some low grainy ones, you have to go back to 2013 and 2014. There's like 25 outfits Mario has. That one's cool. I like the zombie one. New filters have been added. Yeah. Oh, look at this one. I like the blocky one. That one's all right. That one's pretty good. It looks like the amiibos. I don't think you could unlock it with an amiibo. So I beat the game, but I have to stay in the Mushroom Kingdom to get more moons so I can eventually leave, which is the most bullshitty thing that can happen. Let's see. I'm gonna probably look over this phone. We got a fucking helicopter. I hate helicopters. Dreamcast 84. How was your sleep? Did you get a good night's sleep? Did you forget to adjust your clock? I know I did, and I had to change everything at the last fucking minute. She packed her suitcase and walked off. Can't find her. Where is she? Well, you're supposed to investigate that. Yeah. You know what? I think it would have been better if they had waited until the 21st of March. You know what I mean? Like, okay, it's time for spring. Because, do a camera trick here. If you waited until it was actually spring to spring forward, then it would have been better and everybody would have been like a little more accepting. Except it's like people declare it's daylight savings when they fucking feel like it. Let me get this. Then you turn to Sonic Mario. So I'm trying to figure out how many moons I've got. Actually, oh, there's a little car. Actually, let's see. Continue. Let me see. No, I went to bed at 5. I went to sleep at 5 because I was like, what the fuck is going on? Like, oh, I didn't know the time was changing until some YouTuber like said so on a live stream. I'm like, oh shit, we are supposed to change the clocks. I can help you out for 50 coins. Well, I got 2,500 coins, so yeah, we'll do that. I'll buy a hint. I marked it on your map, so take a look. How do we zoom in? So I'm guessing it's at the Toad store. Oh. I was looking at some Marvel stuff. I think I'll be looking at Spider-Man for the Dreamcasts. That's where they gave him fingers, because they didn't give him fingers before. Let's see what I got. Pipe sticker. Mushroom cushion set. Get out of that. Come again. Got that. Unless I'm supposed to buy more. Some of these things you can get. Let me see if I'm supposed to buy any more stars, what this can do. You can get like 1,000. This is 10,000 coins almost for the skeleton suit. I don't think it really does anything. Thanks. How's that N64 type music when you get the moon? I remember, I don't know if I told this story, but I remember going to Good Guys. We got to be good. Oh, you got the capture device. But you also have to, do you have a microphone as well? So you can kind of talk over the sound. Because that was the only thing I didn't like about your last review or video. The sound was a little bit dominating and your voice was, we could hardly hear you. You know, I think that what you're doing, the way you're doing it so far, you've got a lot of subscribers. So it's good to change it up a little bit, but then it's like figure out what works and what doesn't. So I think the way you have it so far is good, but just don't let the video game sound, you know, take over. I remember what I was supposed to do. I think I did this one already. This is where the female Goomba actually, she gets shy if you're, no mic yet. Yeah, you got to get a microphone so that we can hear your voice. Yeah, there's so much Captain Marvel controversy. I went to go see Cinderella. That was all right. There's some of my latest videos have Cinderella in it about the play. I didn't record any footage, of course, but like I just kind of talked about it, and I put a link to the actual play itself. Even the even Cinderella has an ass, and Brie Larson does not. She has an actual ass. I mean, she looks great. Luigi. But enough of that. Get this. I came up with a new game called Balloon World. Balloon World's a game where you search for balloons hidden by people all over the world. You should know that if you play, your high score, nickname, and profile will show up in other people's games. You want to connect to the world? We'll do that later. Yeah, she has a nice ass. The one that was playing Cinderella. They're all dancers, ballet dancers. So it's like, well, since I can't play sound out, it doesn't really matter what you're listening to. So it was like World War II inspired. So basically, Cinderella is in the middle of France during World War II, where there were bombs and air raid sirens going off, and people running for their lives, getting on a train out of France to get to safety. So I thought that was interesting. I'm not a huge fan of musicals or anything like that, but I kind of did it for Mackenzie. She's a very introverted person, but hopefully she's a little grateful. And being that I was a actor myself, I kind of enjoyed it. Okay, so either I go on top of the roof or I go inside. I think I'll go outside and take a look on the roof. If I get a few stars. I still forgot the button how to roll. Oh, there we go. That's the roll button. Yeah. What was there a Dreamcast game that you meant to finish, but you tried so hard and you got really stuck? Just that last level you could not finish. And you've been like, if I have to get, you know, I'm gonna watch it when it doesn't fucking matter. You know what I mean? Like when it doesn't matter. Because to me, oh shit. Because I'm not gonna watch it because people, force you to watch it or Rotten Tomatoes says you have to watch it. It's better to just like make up your own mind. But I would only watch it when it doesn't, like when people aren't promoting it anymore and it's dead, you know? It's like going back to see the interview with Seth Rogen and James Franco like now as opposed to when it was like people were ashamed of talking about it. And that's like ridiculous. But people can be ridiculous, you know? A movie can't just be a movie anymore. It has to be political nonsense. So you got a lot of people who don't like the movie and some people who didn't like the movie or, oh, Jesus. I think I climbed this already. Yeah, you can't ride Yoshi. You can only let me see. Step on him 1,000 times for good luck. Oh, that doesn't work. Try this again. No, it won't be on Netflix. Do you know why? Because Disney has their own streaming service. They had the Punisher and Daredevil, but all that's gone because Disney wants you to watch their Disney Plus. And I don't know if you saw my Punisher video. Did you see the video of Punisher? If DC Comics owned the Punisher, because I only had one view on that, and it was basically if the Punisher was owned by DC Comics. Like Disney at first would be like, well, sure, we can work with the Punisher. We'll just cheapen his role and make him a savior of Shield or make him a complete villain. But even then, you have to show the guns, and Disney doesn't want to do that. They just want to make him more of a how do I put this? They want to make him softer. Disney Plus. What is that? Oh, these are just flowers, I think. No. Yeah, if you get too close to the girl Goomba, she disappears. Which one? The Netflix? Oh no, the video? Yeah. We'll see if they should ever sell the Punisher. They're canceling Arrow after 8 seasons, so next season will be the last one. They're only going to make 10 episodes of Arrow, and then they're canceling it. Um, I think that if it hadn't been for that, I think Warner Brothers would cancel one of their shows because they're trying to make like 25, DC shows. I bring my dog here so he can run around. Yeah, basically I'm stuck in this universe. Let me see. I'm going to go to the ship and see how many more I need to get. It's going to be too many more. I'll do this, see how long I can get away with this. Where are we at? Oh, where is the ship? I know we have a spaceship out here. Oh, there it is. There's a big gathering in the castle. Let's see what we got. We got 183. So I need new products are added to the shop. You need 67 more. That's why I can't move anywhere. I can't go anywhere and do anything until I get 67 fucking moons. Yeah, I don't know what's... I wish I could... Damn. I wish you could hear it. I wish the fucking sound wasn't so fucked up. I'd like this hat technique. I mean, they needed to invent new kinds of gameplay to make it go. Are there any other systems you'd like to look at besides the Dreamcast, or you just want to stick completely to that? Like maybe GameCube or the original Xbox? Because I think maybe I'm trying to think, in a couple of years, the GameCube, PS2, and Xbox will be classic systems. 50 coins. Yeah. I can't figure out what I'm supposed to do here. The original Xbox. I can't, well, like, I'm hoping that they release some of the Xbox games on the Switch, much more polished, like Halo, or I can't think of any other ones. Halo is the first one I think of, because in Halo you had just some good strategy games. You had, I don't know, it's like, and PS2 lasted a long time. Now that one's unlocked. Let me see. There is. There's a couple of them here. I'm just gonna run around a bit. My first Mario game was, I think, the original Super Mario Brothers and Donkey Kong, but for the Nintendo. That was where they didn't put the fourth level in, and they just had the 3 levels over and over and over for high scores. And then Mario Brothers, and then from there it was off to the Super Nintendo, Game Boy and Super Nintendo, Virtual Boy, N64, GameCube. I made a Well, I mean, the thing you have to note about Luigi's Mansion was that it was the first Nintendo game Oh, I didn't even notice these purple coins down here. This is all important currency. You can only get specific things. The first time you saw Luigi and Mario look the way they were supposed to was Luigi's Mansion. Because they didn't look like blocks or pixels anymore. They looked like what they would look like on the box art. Yeah, my puzzle will be finished, I think, in a couple of weeks. I'm going to see how far I can get. Um, yeah, to a certain point, I didn't like when Nintendo started capitalizing on people's videos. They wanted to control the monetization, but it's like, you know, uh, people buy your stuff. What do you want from them? You know, what do you want them to do? I wonder if they have, you know, what you can do is look for like Soul Calibur and stuff, and see if you can play the arcade game in, and see how that's different from Soul Calibur, the Dreamcast game. I wonder if anybody's made a comparison video. Let me see what this is here. What was this? I think this is the pen. Okay, I have to somehow get these sheep in. I'm going to attempt to do this. This may be my last mission. I'll just move on to the other games. Well, let's see if we can get the sheep. Jesus. This is going to be... yeah, that didn't work out for me. So you can't get the arcade... You yourself can't get arcade titles, emulations? Like, I wanted to know what the significant difference was. I'm sure there were better polygons and shit. So I have to push them forward. This is hard because you have to get the sheep to go exactly where you want him to go. Okay, and what does Toad say? Toad says, my 6 sheep have run off. It's like, where's Waldo? Find the sheep in the picture. Get a point for every sheep you find. I have the Where's Waldo, the travel guide where you can look at all the maps. They discontinued the PlayStation Vita in Japan, so there's no more. I don't know if when the last real game will be. I'm sure some people must be developing for Vita because, you know, if you're a fan, if you develop a cult following, I guess is what we call it, then you'd want to make some games for it. Like some people are still making Dreamcast games, but they're like 16-bit Genesis looking games. The idea is not to put the sheep in water because then he'll just disappear. I'm going to attempt. This is the hardest one because you need patience to do this one. That's 2. I do this. If I can do it right, then we'll move on to Bowser's Inside Story. I haven't played that in a while. There will be sound from that one. Jesus. People don't like that one because it's not the one they remembered. But you don't have to play that one. You can play the old one. It'll still work on the new 3DS and 2DS. And I was surprised that Yeah, the 3D games I like. I don't know if you ever mentioned if you like 2D. Oh shit, that doesn't help me at all. All right, we'll go to the next thing. Oh, there he is. See, he popped up. He popped back. Let me see if I could just scare him to a height so he can get up there. I don't know if I asked you if you like 2D or 3D games more, what your preference is. I like the 3D games more because I have more freedom to move around. But Sandman did a video about Captain Marvel and women and the relevance of, things. The thing is, the one female-led movie that did surprise me and I did enjoy was Annihilation, which, if you noticed in my channel, I actually did a full-length commentary on that. I liked that the women turned on each other, but they were all trying to do the right things. They saw this alien, three more. Tres más. So, that was actually not, I mean, Natalie Portman, you had Gina Rodriguez, you had all these different actresses, and it was really good. Um, it's, we've always had female movies, but they always try to make it seem like, oh, there's never been any. You don't want to be playing victim because you're going to look like a fool. You're going to look like a goon. See, I could see you putting a picture of a sheep with a sombrero on in one of your videos. Like, just because you do that, that's your humor. You would just I could see you doing that. If Dreamcast 84 doesn't have a sheep with a sombrero on its hat, I am not Maestro Drake. It's like, somehow that's you. This is you. This is like sombrero sheep. Now you just have to figure out where you would put it. In a Sonic game, in a Fur Fighters game, probably a Fur Fighters game. Two more. Yeah, 3D is tough. The very first 3D games I could remember were on Vectrex and Star Wars. There was 3D War Runner for the Nintendo. People didn't like Sonic Adventure 2 because of the fixed cameras. There's that rabbit again. Oh. Is it trade secret or can you tell which video it is? Or is this for MGTOW Recluse? Because you haven't done one of those in a while. I don't know if I myself will do another MGTOW video. I think if Sandman hadn't done a Captain Marvel connection, I would have done it. But it was common sense. Of course he was going to do it. Because, yeah, people feel a certain way. They want the people act out. And then there was, I think a dog is following me with a hat. I got a dog sidekick here. Yeah, make it. See, if you don't throw a hat at him, he'll go anyway. He'll just move. No. Let's see if we can get him up there. And he says one more, right? Let me just confirm he says one more. Okay. He never says one more. Yeah. Yeah, when I think of that movie Annihilation, I don't think of MGTOW so much. But of course, when you see the women fight, you definitely think of MGTOW because, like, why are they fighting? Like, stop fighting. Oh, here we go. I think this is the last sheep. We got to make him go. If we can just, because he'll want to go to the edge, and if he gets off thrown off the edge, he has to go. We have to go back to start here. Oh, well, no, there are some that do solve problems, but then it's like with Michelle Obama on International Women's Day, they were saying, "Oh, we're victims and we don't reach out," and it's like you look at the women with hijabs. Now you can wear a hijab, that's fine. Oh, here we go, Power Star, herding sheep at Peach's Castle. You can do that. You can. We'll go for one more star if we can here. Um, you can do that. You can wear a hijab, but it doesn't mean that you're an empowered woman. It's the opposite. It's the opposite of empowered women. It's about, submit to a man because you're hiding your hair. And I remember I saw a video of a woman who took off her hijab and stomped on it like it was a bug. And she said she's free. Because women who do cheerleading and modeling, that's not sexist. It's the opposite. What is sexist is when you take complete control of a woman and say, you're going to do this, you're going to do that, you're going to do what I tell you. My uncle did that. My granduncle did that. And what did that do? All you did was make women feel suicidal and angry and hurt. And that's not something, I don't think you and I will be doing that. But at the same time, it's like with the whole victim card, and I just, and it's true what Sandman said, with movies like Captain Marvel, is telling women they don't need a man, they can be on their own. But, they need someone to nag, they need someone to control. They always say, "Oh, we don't need you." It's like, okay, then you don't need a judge, you don't need our money, you don't need anything from us, That's the truth. So it's a lot of mixed signals, and of course, no one's going to question the former first lady to say, well, there's problems and stuff. But what problems? It's just lack of, because the truth is, women do compete against each other. They don't like each other. They always have to fight with each other. This started with my sisters, my three older sisters growing up. It was always tough because they would, and they still do it to this day. They don't talk to each other because of my mom. My mom is like the holy grail of my family. If my mom doesn't respect you, you're going to hell. That's the implications, and I hate that. So when I see Rotten Tomatoes, or when I see people bullshit on social media, it reminds me of my family and all the physical violence and abuse I went through. So I mean, if people go out of the way to bullshit people, I cannot sleep on it. I can't say, well, this doesn't really happen. I said, yeah, it does happen. And when it does happen, it makes people angry because, it's the old Hitler burning books. Hitler burned books because he didn't want anyone else to disagree with him. Fuck. It's tough to stay in one kingdom. How do you survive doing this? The ah, damn. I have to flip forward, I think. Yeah, but it's this false implication that all women are together with one mind, one soul, one thing. If we all work together and stop the men, that's pandering. That's that's posturing. Hell, not even all men are together. We fight. I think I did a MGTOW video on how do we turn against each other. That's not hard. We got a lot of testosterone. We can fight each other about the stupidest shit. It's just nature. It's human nature to fight each other. It's not about what you are, but what you represent. You know, if a woman says, "Oh, look, there's Princess Peach in a cat suit," um, if a woman's, says fight for us and vote for us and check mark us, and like, I don't feel like fighting. I just want to do my own shit. Then you're a bitch. You're a cunt. So, I don't think everything is as black and white, but we'll see. Yeah, International Women's Day. I don't understand all that. Trying to see what I can do up here. Dun, 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 dun. It's like Anita Sarkeesian was fighting video games and how um, it would be. She was always fighting about Princess Peach being the victim and stuff, but it doesn't matter. Just like the games or not, you know. I can't flip forward up there. Somehow you have to be faster, I think. Let's see if there's anything else besides the store stars. If there's any other challenges. But the kind of females I like are more introverted. They don't go out of their way to be out loud and outlandish and party girls and stuff. Yeah, I guess they have to have a personality, right? They have to express themselves somehow. But I just don't like the ones that are too out there, the Alyssa Milanos of the world. There's just too much. Let's see what we got here. Where is that stupid toad with his device? There he is. Let's see if he can find me something else. 50 coins. Because the way I see it, I got 67 more. How the hell am I going to look for everything? Okay, there's one back there. So we'll go back there and see what it is. I'm still thinking of that fishing rod peripheral for the Dreamcast. These you had to grow plants to get 4 stars. And we go down here. Let me see where I'm at. Up here somewhere. Let me see. Was it? There's that stupid dog. It's a Nintendo dog. It's kind of sad Reggie's gone, or Reggie will be going next month. But at the same time, I know they don't care as long as it doesn't really matter who's in charge, but as long as they continue to make the games they want to make. Let me see what Toad here says. No, not me. But I already have that star. Yeah, you don't get moons here. You get stars because of the whole N64 reference. Let me see what we got here. I'm going the wrong fucking way. Well, where was it supposed to be? Ooh. What is that? Oh. It's over here somewhere. No, you got to do what you got to do. I'll still be here until maybe, I'm not sure. I don't want to waste too much time. I got to finish the Mar 2. So I'm going to just do as much as I possibly can here. What is that? Either there's something here in the caves, or there's something... What is this? All the things he stole are in the rightful kingdoms. Picture match. Let me see. Let me face the rocket and see if that's what I'm supposed to do here. Zoom. Okay, let's get on the rocket. Let's see if there's anything more. And then we'll just move on to the next game. I think I did this already, but I don't know what. No, let's try it. Let me explain how picture match works. See this character's face, because you're going to have to put it back together. Oh, okay, looks like, oh shit. Rotate left, rotate right. And place. Let me see. Let me know when you're done. Rotate left. What the fuck is happening? There are no wrong answers except not answering. But I think, yeah. And then I do think that that is Mario's left eyebrow. And place. And they try to confuse you with these Goomba ones. And okay, place that. Then the only thing left is the mustache. Okay, I'm going to place that. I'm going to see how it goes. And all done, yeah. Remember, you need 80 points or more to win. You scored 81 points. Look at that, it was 1 point. 1 fucking point. Well done, you passed. Here's your power moon. There we go. Look at that. 81 fucking points. All right, let's get back on the rocket. You see what accuracy does? It doesn't do anything. You have to kind of remember everything. Okay, let's see. I'm going to save. And we're going to go to the second game. This one will have sound. And options will be... let's see. Menu, please. Okay, well, I'm going to get out of this. Close that. It's been about, well, it's been more than 40 minutes, almost 45. So we're going to put this away. And we'll go to the second game. This one I have to kind of hold it like I held the, for Kirby. We'll see how this goes. So this one is in 2D only, no 3D. I have the Zelda wallpaper up because I can. Let me get my stylus out because sometimes you have to click on the bottom screen. So we got this one. So this is my save slot. Start. So we'll do a little bit of inside story. See how far we get. Don't forget to restore your HP and BP. All right. So the way it is right now, the bottom map is showing, you know, save and all this shit. Let's see what we're doing here. I keep forgetting I go back to that. Close it. Negative ions go. It seems that Vinny of Vine Sauce is doing a his. Let me see, shop. He's doing his own Mario gaming here. Let's see. So we got equipment, items, sell. Let's see what we got for items. Hot drumsticks. Well, I think we'll save this. We don't need... If I have like one of these items, then I'll have to go and get stuff. Equipment. Shells. Armored shell. I have this already. So I have to pay attention to what's increasing and not. I think I have all I need to have here. Okay, so where are we going now? What does this do? It's kind of tricky. Yeah, it's tricky because you're trying to make sure your voice kind of goes along exactly with what's happening, so your reactions aren't off. You know, you can always, if you're struggling, you can always do a test video to post. 3, 2, 1. There we go. Let me see. See what we're doing here. Oh shit. Oh Jesus, what did I get into now? Okay, here we go. What the flip? Who the hell is this? Oh shit. Vacuum. Let's try that. Oh, I got the Biddy, the gold character. I got a Biddy, or Blitty. I don't know what it's called. Okay, let's jump on them. I like the art for this game. You know, I have this one, Paper Jam, and Dream Team. I'm just gonna jump on them for now. Oh shit! Ah, damn it. Let's try a brother's attack. We'll try the green shell for now. Shit. Oh, he's got poisoned. Let's see what we can do here. We need something to refresh. Let's use the super syrup jar. Let's try fire flower. Super mushroom. I wish I could use the fucking hammer. Let's just use the jumps. Nope. Back. Let's use the hammer. I like that Luigi can get his stuff back. Oh shit. Ah, Jesus. Ah, fuck. Alright, that's it. I've had enough of this shit. Let's do a brawl attack. Shy Guys. Hey ho in Japanese. Wow, wow, wow. Let's try that. $57. Let's see if I know which one to use. 11. Let's see. Brawl attack. Let's use Goomba Storm. Oh, shit. Ah, fuck. Shit. I may need item. Restores. Let's see. It's hard to know which attack he's going to do here. Ah, fuck. Shit. Punch. Shit. Yeah, this is tough. Fuck. See, I'm not paying attention to the timings of all this. This is all about timing. Just like Punch-Out. You gotta know exactly when to do this shit. Oh, I got him. Got that bastard. Oh, an increase in experience. Oh, I got boomerang rank. Let's see. Yeah, let's do that stoic. Let's see. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Speed. Somebody obviously didn't like the new version of Bowser's Inside Story. Well, it's kind of too bad, isn't it? Let's see. Let's see what beefy one is. Yeah. Let's do speed. Not the drug speed. So I remember falling down. Let's see if we can get back into focus. Okay. So these are the different places I can go. This is uncharted territory down here. Let's see. I probably should have bashed those blocks first. Oh, that's cool. We get this is a warp place. Do you wish to, as you aspire to travel? Don't travel. We're going to say don't travel. But what it does is it takes you to other points in the map. Let's see if I can get it. Let me see. I got to fix this. Hold on. Sheep with sombrero. Yeah. Sheep with sombrero. It's always a geeky thing. I can't even get this to work. Okay, don't travel. I'm sorry, I'm wasting time here. We're trying to make it not blurry. So, what is this? Let me see. I have a problem here. Let me cover my lens. Because now the damn thing doesn't want to cooperate. You know, see, here's the thing. I don't have, I mean, Dreamcast 84 has a better setup than I do. You know, he has a camera that can shoot really good definition. I'm just using a goddamn phone. Okay, let's go have to do it this way and just cross fingers and see what happens. I'm going to save here, and then I'm going to try to see if I can explore some more. Yes, we're going to save. It's not easy doing any of this, you know. That's why we can't go this way. I'm going to try to see if I can adjust any more. If I can't adjust it for another 2 minutes, I'm going to quit this shit. It's hard to see exactly what I'm doing here. Because, I mean, it's one thing if the sound is gone, but if the fucking audio video is gone here, then I'm going to quit this shit. Da, 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 da. I feel like I'm trying to, like, not get copyright protected here and showing them a large screen. It's bullshit. Yeah, I'm sorry if the screen is too big, but I can't get the motherfucker out of focus. Oh shit. What is that? I don't want that thing near me. Okay, so there's somebody back there. I don't want that happening. So I'm going to try to avoid him. Oh, Jesus. What the fuck is going on with this shit? Okay, something's not right. Let me see. Let me do one more test. If I can't get the motherfucker to focus, give me focus! Yeah. Thank you very much, Dreamcast84, for coming in. I really apologize for this shit. So, I think we're going to end it here. I can't get the motherfucking focus to work. So, what I'm going to end up doing is I'm just going to show you the third thing, because there's no point. What the fuck is the point? So, if you want to downvote because of that, that's fine. I don't blame you. I would downvote myself as well. So, let me show you a little bit of the board game that I was working on. Let's see if we can get that in focus. Can something go right? Let's see if we can or can't. I need absolute focus here. I mean, let something go right. So what this is it's a board game of sorts. Um, you start out with Mario, and there's different representations of the board game. What you have here is hearts represents power-ups. Now, what I mean by power-ups, of course, I've shown this before. So here are examples. These are tokens I got from like candies and stuff. So you can bypass puzzles and enemies. So hearts represents whatever power up. But what you do is you get like a question block. And you use the question block and you roll a six-sided die like this one here. And this six-sided die, you put out 6 power-ups and you roll for one particular power-up that this question block gives you. So just like any Mario game, this one particularly gives you like whatever power-up you want. So it's not so bad. So the objective here is to go to Bowser at the very end of this. So Bowser's waiting at the end of this. It's a very linear level. What I did was, as Mario, I rolled a six-sided die for a power-up. And then I became Micro Mario. Now, Micro Mario, it's almost similar to the Micro Mario in New Super Mario Brothers or Super Mario Brothers Wii, but you don't accumulate friends. In the Diamond Suit cards, you accumulate friends. I'll give you an example of that. So Donkey Kong and Yoshi can help Mario do battle. So they can help Mario battle enemies. That's what the Diamond Suit card is. And Spade cards, these are like with Goombas and, let's see, I'll show you some, like Ganondorf. So here are examples of enemies. These are some examples of the enemies you can run into. And with, let me see, club cards. I don't have a club card. I'll look for a club. This is the Ace of Spades. If you get an Ace of Spades, one character dies automatically. So that's something. So each of these cards represents an enemy, a puzzle, a power-up, or a friend to help. I'm looking for a club card. Okay, so here's a club card. And a club card represents a puzzle. And you can use many puzzles like a dartboard, a perplexus, a 2D puzzle, a 3D puzzle, a jigsaw, a quick jigsaw puzzle. Where's Waldo? Like the like a Kirby mini game. I can use a Kirby mini game to how many balls you get into the or like Gravity Maze, if I may show you. Oh shit! Like in the case of like some of these 3D mazes here, those could be considered puzzles or laser maze. So you can use those for every time you get a club card. But in the game I was doing, Mario becomes Micro Mario. Micro Mario cannot get an ally, and you flip a coin, and you can bypass an enemy. If the coin lands on heads, then the enemy will stomp you. If it's a tails, you can bypass the enemy. Micro Mario can go through all the puzzles, so he doesn't have to worry about puzzles. And that's pretty much how the game works. It's a little lame version of it's a board game version of Super Mario. And this is for dominoes. So I roll a special die that has hearts, diamonds, clubs, and spades. Let me see if I can find it really quick. So it's this die here, if you can see it or not. You can't see it very well, but it has diamonds, spades, all that stuff. And so you, see if you can see it. So depending on the suit you use, you set up dominoes. I have a bag of dominoes. So these are some of the, in the bag here, these are some of the dominoes. You set up the dominoes and it goes around in a track, and like a Rube Goldberg puzzle, you can knock down Bowser with how many dominoes you get depending on the type of suits you get. So it's a very kind of confusing game, but at the same time, I developed it myself. And using all these figurines that I collected over the years, I was able to make a complex board game. So it plays like Mario, but it's very linear. And so your objective is to collect as many friends, destroy enemies, complete puzzles, power ups, you get power ups. Meanwhile, you're trying to build a domino bridge to get to Bowser. So if you lose, um, I think for Bowser, it's a dice battle. I haven't worked all that out. Originally, I did numbered dice battles to fight enemies, but I wanted to make it less like a role playing game and more like a Mario game. So that's what I did. And so if Mario cannot defeat Bowser on his own or with his friends, then you would complete a domino bridge that this little bell here would knock the dominoes over, and the dominoes would go around in an arc to knock down Bowser. So that's how it works. And I'm okay. I'm very proud of this game. It can use up from 3 to 54 cards. Jokers, you can roll this die here, and this die will decide what card suit it will be. So that's another purpose this serves. I'm going to get more poker dice for board games and such. But if anybody wants to see a gameplay of this, I would have to set this up very carefully. Um, it's hard to do board games because board games are not that popular. But if anybody wants to see this game in demonstration, let me know in comments. So I'm going to sign out. I'm sorry I could not get the fucking game to work. Um, I get pissed off when I get blurry screens. So I'm going to finish my puzzle. I'm going to finish some art. And until then, take care.